Good morning. So, I wish there was a specific word for what I'm going to describe. Maybe there is, and someone can tell me. I noticed over the years that, and I've noticed this more so in women, evolutionarily they're different anyway from men. But there's three types of postures overall, and I'm not talking about physical, like as if, you have a problem or low muscle tone or, an injury. I'm talking about sort of like a psychological way of carrying yourself, of standing and walking. Sometimes you see people that are slumped and slouched, their head is down, like they have low self-esteem or they've been browbeaten. And the posture reflects how they're feeling internally. Then you have people that I think are relaxed and confident. They are basically okay with themselves and they're not trying to impress anyone. They're not even thinking about it. They're just going about life, relaxed, probably happy. Certain levels of happiness. We all have stress. And I noticed that these people don't have any kind of affectation. The posture is very relaxed, whether they're slumped or not slumped. The motions, the way they sit, the way they stand, everything is just kind of relaxed about them. And, you feel like they're very approachable. The body language is very approachable. The first one that I described is sort of like a wounded person, not physically but emotionally. But there's a third type that really icks me out, and that is overcompensating. It's like an insecure woman who's doing this really stiff. The head is up, not just up naturally, but like way up, clenched jaw, stiff neck, stiff shoulders, stiff back. They're stiff and jerky in their movement. They're walking around like with this angry sort of stomping. And they're walking as if they think everyone's looking at them and like they have this audience, but they have to overly compensate, and it's not graceful. It's almost like they're filled with this rage and anger, and they're jerking around the way the head is moving and everything. And, I thought about it. One time I was on a cruise, and there was a woman at our table, and her name was Barbara. I'll use her real name because who knows? And she was older than me, and I'm an older woman. And I don't even remember what area of the country she came from. But I noticed she seemed like she was like pissed and angry. I mean, on the surface, she was, cordial, but you could kind of tell she had this undercurrent of just being pissed and miserable. And she had this weird posture. And we saw her in the pool swimming, and she had this weird thing where like her head kept bobbing up as if she thought everyone was watching her and she was doing synchronized swimming. I noticed at times Sophia Petrillo, everybody's ex-friend, did this same thing where the head would go up, but the eyes would go down, literally like looking down her nose at you. But she was like very insecure, unattractive, and she did it. I saw her, sometimes she would do it around men, where she would like walk around men, old men, because she was an old lady. But she would do this sort of stomping thing, like she thought she was somehow strutting, but it just kind of looked weird. And I've seen other women that lived in the neighborhood where I used to live. One of them did this weird walk, very, very weird. It was like so unnatural and filled with rage and anger. And someone else that I was close to saw it too and commented on it, independently of me saying it. And I saw another person doing it, and I believe that person had marital issues with a partner that was unfaithful to them. I've seen, just whenever I see another woman doing this weird posture, this weird jerky, the head going up, the nose looking down, the haughty, arrogant affectation. One of my former employers, co-owner of a business, did it, and I know she was so insecure because she was not well educated. And some of her employees had more education than her. She knew it, and she just kind of did this kind of an arrogant, but it was to compensate for the insecurity. When I see people walking around that are relaxed, they're approachable, to me, that's the most confident person. So whenever I see a woman exhibit any of that posture or body language, I stay the hell away. Now, maybe they're having a bad day, an insecure day, whatever. But usually women that do that, they're like that all the time. I don't know what they are like inside their house, but it's like as soon as the foot comes out of the door, that's like somebody who's really broke, but they've got to go and max out their credit to get a BMW or to lease and it's funny, two of the women that did that both had BMWs. One said she bought it, but I don't know if she really bought it. And one of them leased the BMW. It was one of the co-owners of the job. And this woman hardly drove any place. She had a fear of going on main roads. She would only go on little side streets. She would only drive from her house to her job, or maybe to one of her children's house, like on a sort of like tertiary road, and maybe to the supermarket. And she would take the back roads, but she had to make sure to lease a BMW to do that, so that the few people that saw her could see how special she was with her BMW. God bless her. The insecurity. But, yeah. So to me, when you've got to make yourself go broke to live beyond your means, to try to look good, when if you really look good, you could look good, to me, in my opinion, with like a no-name brand or something from the thrift store or yard sale or Walmart or Temu. If you've got to go and, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of judging, but when I'm out and about and I see that posture, oh God, I don't want to do business with that person. I don't want to socialize with that person. I don't want to have anything to do with them. I don't trust them. And I don't know why, but I think there's a specific word for that affectation, but there's just so much anger and rage and hostility and insecurity going through that person's body. Because deep down, they're insecure. Braggity brag. Look at me. Look at me. I'm going to walk like I think I'm, but the truth is, I feel like zero. I hope I never walk that way. Now I'm thinking of that song, Steven Tyler, Walk This Way. He did a remake of, he was the original to do Walk This Way, And then he did a collaboration with someone else where it was a rap song. That's right. Anyway, everyone, have the day that you deserve and think about how you are standing and walking. And if you really want to cover up an insecurity, don't walk like you have a stick up your you-know-what. Bye.